Winston now to throw on first down. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Howard. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. That throw good for 4. It's second down. Six yards here to go for the offense on second down. Flag comes in. This might be a free play. Throw right side, caught by O.J. Howard. So with the completed pass and the yardage they got, they'll decline the penalty.
So obviously more yards on the pass completion than they would have gained with the penalty. They did the math. They did it well, and it works for them.
On 1st and 10, Winston. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. And he takes this one down all the way near the 30. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. Just the first quarter, but tackling going to be so important going forward. They've got to limit plays like that.
And that's something when you see it happen early in the game and they don't get him on the ground, you can always tell that they were concerned about it going in. Because I can just tell you from my days, I remember being in college and worrying all off-season about our season open opponent, and they had a receiver that could shake and bake with the best of them. I tackled him on the first pass. And
touchdown, Tampa Bay! Mike Evans, 31 yards. And the Bucs have taken a first quarter lead. A long way to go in this one. I'm sure that's not the only score we'll see today, but to jump out like that, very good.
Yeah, everyone wants to set the pace. You know, in a game like this, you want people chasing you. You don't want to be the team chasing them. That's exactly what they did.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. Come out throwing here to start the drive. Flushed out right. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. Almost able to intercept it. That's one he would have liked to have held on to on this first drive. Instead, second down.
One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing. And on that one, they had the fly, just sending a guy downfield with the in route accompanying it, what people call a dagger route, trying to hit the guy underneath after the clear out. In this case, though, they're not able to get it done.
Yeah, they said forget the underneath route. They went for the guy on the fly. Devontae Freeman, they're not going to get him. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Devontae Freeman, 77 yards. And the Falcons are an extra point away from moving out in front. Cairo Santos on to try the extra point. And he's able to put it through. Santos out now. He'll kick it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. Now the Buccaneers offensive unit back out on the field. Jameis now on first down. Over the middle, complete. That's Fisher. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Second down now after the pass completion. And a first carry here for Charles Sims. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there, but it's enough to give him a new set of downs. Now a play fake here on first down. Dancing to his left. And avoids the contact by sliding. He'll get 10 there all on his own, but it'll be second down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Second down, Winston. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line.
Time to give a little credit here. That was an excellent read by the guys on the defensive side of the ball.
Oh, you're crediting your defense.
Got to credit them on that one because they tried to fool them, right? Tried to trick them. Ran a screen, and they went to it and smothered it for a loss of yardage.
And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively. Working out of the gun, Winston. Looking for Evans, and it's intercepted. He's picked off just shy of midfield. And they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
They'll run for the first time with Devontae Freeman. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. On second down, Freeman. Solid running on the carry, but still brought down just inside of the 40. Give him 6 yards on the carry. It's going to be 3rd and 3 now.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
He'll drop to throw. Finding Gabriel, complete. And he's going to get the first down as they bring him down at the 23. They give him 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. And Jones has it over the middle. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-armed guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
They'll set up the screen for Freeman. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Devontae Freeman with his 2nd touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Falcons will extend their lead. And it's up. It's good. Our score, 14-6. Santos out now. He'll kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. 6 yards to go here on 2nd down. From the gun, Winston. And he finds a man with a crossing route. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs. A first down throw for Winston. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. A gain of 6 there on first. I think defensively you're okay with that. You're in the first quarter. He's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
Toss play to Sims. The Red Sea parts, and there he goes. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Charles Sims, 55 yards. And the Bucs are within a 2-point conversion of tying us up. First quarter touchdown run. Remember, this coming on the heels of his NFC Offensive Player of the Week performance that was so great last week.
Did you feel the rumble all the way up here in the
big
booth?
Bodies up front.
Big bodies moving people, and him, of course, charging through those great holes that were created.
So off to a great start here. Maybe looking for award number 2, adding to the award that he won last week in the NFC. Now they send a man in motion right. They're going to run it with Sims. And this time the yards won't come so easy as they'll, in fact, tackle him behind the line. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. And here now come the Falcons. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
Hoping now to get back in the end zone on this 4th possession. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And this is Gabriel on the catch. And an alley to run. 30, 10, 5. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Taylor Gabriel, 70 yards. And the Falcons are able to show off their quick strike ability.
Well, Brandon, if we go back to our meeting with the offensive coordinator, he showed us his script. Didn't show us everything now. He said, here's the script for the game. I think everything's going according to plan in a big way. 3 drives, 3 touchdowns.
Yeah, that's about as good. That is as good as you can do, I guess. So, well done.
Yeah, well done indeed. Tremendous execution.
This is taken about 7 yards deep. Gets around him. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. Now the Buccaneers offense gets ready to head back onto the field. First down, Winston. Left side here, that's complete to Godwin. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zones, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down, executed it to perfection. And he goes in motion here in the backfield. Here's Winston. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
They'll put a check mark in the box where the defense coordinator was saying, how well can we stay with these receivers if we're in man coverage? Because he just did it on that one, forced the incompletion. That allowed him to get bolder with his pass rush, won't it?
Absolutely. Frees up your guys elsewhere. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. It'll be a loss of 1, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 11.
Every year I go to the combine and marvel at the speeds that linebackers are running nowadays. They run like DBs. And let's face it, they know how to finish plays too. Eyes up, head up, run right through them.
Back now with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's the Bucs in possession of the football as we begin the second quarter. They do, however, have a tough 3rd and long coming up. From the shotgun, it's Winston. And he's got a man. It's the tight end, Howard, complete. And, oh, a good hit there and knocked down hard at the 47-yard line. 18 yards there and a first down. Jameis to throw it. A dump off to Sims. 11 more on that one and another first down.
Good route, good pickup for first down yardage, and that is a tough one to cover. The angle route, because a running back getting out of the backfield, if you're trying to cover that, especially if you're in the linebacker spot and you're seeing this play develop, he heads out towards the flat first, and that often gets you to overcommit running in that direction. Then he cuts back up inside you into the middle of the field. That's what we just saw there for a nice pickup.
12 more yards there and another first down. And just a small glimpse there as to why they like this rookie so much.
And that's why they lit up a little bit in our meetings with the coaching staff, didn't they?
When we talked about him, they did.
Yeah, you know, they like his work ethic. You know, this guy's running every route well in the route tree and getting better at it all the time, really honing his game. They expect a pretty good jump out of him as things continue to move on.
He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. It'll be a gain of 6, and that'll make this a second down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
They'll throw again. Winston got his man complete over the middle. It's Fisher. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. It's a really nice 15-yard pickup, and now it's 1st and goal. Again, it's Winston. Flush to his right. And he hauls it in for the Buccaneer touchdown. Mike Evans, 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Bucs have made this a 1-score game. And a pause in the action because the booth, they see something that they want to take another peek at to find out if this was a touchdown or not. Here's Hopkins now for the extra point. And this time he gets it to go as it is up and good. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. Atlanta now coming out on the field. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. I mean, that's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. Looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Levante David. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line.
Well, this is a defense that can confuse even the best of quarterbacks with their zone schemes. And here you get a linebacker that's going to stay at home and just sit down in that zone. And this one basically comes right to him.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be taken down at the 33, a pickup of about 4.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again. Go play action, hit them over the top.
Now Jameis on second down. Airing this one out for him. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Jalen Collins. You don't see this often. A quarterback of his caliber, 2 first-half interceptions.
It's absolutely surprising because it happens so rarely. You're searching for what reason, what's going on out there. It's not just maybe the defense is playing well. Is his horoscope off? His biorhythms? What is it?
You went horoscope on us, David.
Well, I was thinking maybe REM sleep was off. I'm trying to come up with something.
Anything, right?
All right, here we go.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. That goes for a gain of 31.
The best passing attacks in the NFL often incorporate the guys out of the backfield catching the football. And that's what we just got on that play. As a primary receiver, not always just a check down, not always a safety valve. Sometimes they just get it to them right away because they have the matchup advantage.
Here we go now.
This is Freeman on 1st and 10. And he's brought down. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks.
We both know it's difficult, but they've made it look effortless out there. Through the air, on the ground, they've moved the ball with relative ease.
They'll look to throw now on first down. Quick hitter here. It's complete. Touchdown, Falcons. Taylor Gabriel with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Falcons will add on to their lead. Now he's having a nice little first half here, partner.
And it's a first half that leaves us anticipating what can still come. I mean, 2 touchdowns already here through the second quarter. There could be plenty more before this game is over.
Santos out now. He'll kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or 2 shy of the 30. And the Buccaneers getting ready to go as they take the field. And 2 interceptions thrown here in this first half. You hear it, no matter the sport, they say that great athletes, they can kind of have a short-term memory, but that's easier said than done.
It is easier said than done, but I played with a guy who threw 2 interceptions in the first quarter.
Pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack. Tack McKinley in there to drop him, and it'll be a loss of about 8. And they weren't in zone coverage. They were in man, and each man did his job.
And that looked like vintage, old-school coverage, didn't it? Man coverage reminded me of an old Raiders team. They had a Hall of Famer at one corner and a Defensive Player of the Year at the other, and they just locked people down.
And a little floater there, but it'll wind up incomplete, falling to the ground.
Whenever I see a drop like that, I have to kind of take a step back and check myself a little bit. So used to seeing those big guys make big-time spectacular plays that when they drop one, I have to remind myself, we ask a lot out of these guys. Block and catch the football. Not easily done in today's NFL.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. They chalk that one up as a gain of 34 on third down. In motion comes the tight end left. Sims. And he's going to be met at about the 43. See if they stay on the ground for second down. And the back goes into motion. Now a second down throw for Winston. Out to the left there and complete to Howard. And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. A nice pick up there, 10 yards, and it'll move the sticks. Winston now to throw on first down. And a catch right side by Evans. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 15, just shy of the 10. A good pickup there, a 22. Now whistles here before the snap. Looked like one of the Bucs may have moved. To throw, Winston. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. That one good for 12 yards. And it'll bring up a second down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3. So 2 minutes to go in a wild first half. Back with more NFC playoff action after this. The Bucs on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. They'll run it. Here's Martin. And he's in. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Doug Martin, a 3-yard touchdown run. And the Bucs are able to make this a close game again. These two teams in this first half, it's been fun. Back and forth, back and forth. Well, it's not fun for the defensive coordinators, but offensive coordinators are enjoying it.
Yeah, they're having streaks here, aren't they? Being able to put scores together and really bunch them up, and we have a tight game here. You know, we often talk about having the right shoes for the right turf. Today it's track shoes. That's what we've seen with these offenses.
Yeah, it's been an absolute track meet so far and fun to watch. Now the Falcons offense, they get ready to head back out here. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match than a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop.
And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 12 yards there as they move the chains.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
And that's complete to Marshall on the crossing route. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
We didn't need to ask around the league, but we got to confirm this guy's a good player. They've got to find a way to get him more involved, call a few more plays that target him.
Absolutely, because here we are toward the end of the first half, and that's the first target, not just the first catch, first target. And incomplete there. A nice hit, jars the ball free, and brings up third down.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. And now another one thrown incomplete.
On 3rd and 1, I think everyone in the stadium thought they'd try and run the football there, but they tried to surprise the defense and hit something through the air. Instead, it results in an incompletion.
So look at this. Here's the field goal unit coming out. And he is going to need to bomb this one. And this will be spotted on the other side of the field. It's a 61-yard attempt. And no move by Dan Quinn to get the offense off the field. They're staying out there, and they're going for it on 4th. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And they're going to try the screen. It's complete. And now this is going to be close. The defense says they stopped him, and they did. Well, it was too far for a field goal try. You don't really gain a whole lot out of a punt, so I don't think you have much of a problem with that, do you?
No, not at all. I think it's the right play, the exact right play, because even if you want to play defense and pin them deep, you know how hard it is for a punter to knock one dead inside the 10-yard line. That's not necessarily easily done. So I think going for it there was the right call.
Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. On 1st and 10, Winston. Over the middle, he finds Godwin complete. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains. Jameis now on 1st down. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Working out of the gun, Winston. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Fisher. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. Now, before this second down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout, as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. To the air again with Winston. Throwing the out route and complete. It's Howard. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. A good pick up there of 20 yards. Jameis again. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. So they're able to capture the lead here just before halftime.
And not only that, they get the ball to start the second half.
That's right.
This is almost like basketball down the stretch, right, where you get the 2-for-1 situation where you try and get 2 shots to your opponent's 1. In this situation, they got the touchdown. They'll get another shot at to start the second half.
Could be a big turnaround. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. So out come the Falcons now. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
They'll throw now on the final play. Escaping the pressure right. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. So we've come upon halftime here in this NFC divisional round matchup as we send you down to our EA Sports Studios in Orlando where we find our man Larry Ridley with our halftime report. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Here comes the Atlanta offense now ready to take over here. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up. And we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up second down.
One of the feature points of the end route is being able to make a nice throw to the middle part of the field. And for a quarterback, that's one of the better throws and better looks that he'll get. But he has to be careful not to wait too long and let his receiver wander into some tough territory. If he's late with the ball, he can get his receiver hit and hit hard. Well, they're slinging it. And then there's one you got to put a timer on, huh? I mean, that one came in hot.
That came in hot, but overthrown out of his reach and incomplete. Out of the gun now on third down. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And a big hit at the end of that one. He's knocked down hard. A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. They'll look to throw here. Looking for Marshall, but it's intercepted. Picked off around the 41. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
Drops it off to Martin. A little second effort there on the strong run. And then drop just inside of the 20. It's an 8-yard pickup, and that'll bring up second down. Completed pass play. Now let's see if they go back to the air or to the ground. Play fake to Martin. Now Jameis. And he hauls it in for the Buccaneer touchdown. And, partner, they found a gap there on the post pattern, and it was in the middle third of the field.
And that's really difficult to do because ordinarily the safeties are back there to prevent that happening. But they found the opening and exploited it.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Now the Falcons offense gets ready to head back onto the field. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Throw left side complete. That's Freeman. And they're able to get this one across the 35. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains. He'll look to throw. And that's complete to the right side. It's Marshall. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
Here we go now.
They'll look to throw here on first down. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Freeman. And he doesn't quite make it. They do stop him, but he gets it all the way down to the 1. And now the Bucs deciding to take a timeout defensively. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. They'll look to run with Freeman. And he is not going to get through here on try number 1. They stop him at the goal line. Call it no gain, and it's going to be 2nd and goal.
Here we go now. Watch it now, Barney. Leopard. Set. Blue 90. Over.
They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. And this is going to be caught? No, they say it's incomplete. The Pro Bowl wideout Julio Jones, his intended receiver. And it's 3rd and short.
I know every offense wants to start their snaps closer to the goal line, but it's actually harder to throw the ball in those situations. You throw into that tight coverage, you see what happens. Hard to get the ball in there.
Not enough space there. Lucky maybe that it was. And this is caught for a Falcon touchdown. Taylor Gabriel saving his best for the playoffs with his 3rd touchdown of the game. And the Falcons draw a bit closer. And this is back to a 5-point game. Santos out now. He'll kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
A first down throw for Winston. Over the middle, complete. It's Fisher. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. On second down, Martin. Only a yard on the pickup, so from a good situation on 2nd and 2, it's now 3rd and 1.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
The Bucs on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. Again, it's Martin. And he's going to have the first down yardage to the 35. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball, protect this lead, give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. To throw is Winston. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
Seeing that play and understanding just how tough it is to cover tight ends, especially the ones running around the NFL nowadays, makes me glad I didn't make it in that league. I would have had a really difficult time.
But now you get to sit up here with me.
Yeah, and that's fun, isn't it? And what a really nice game right there on first down for them. Brings up a nice second down for him.
And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a first down.
And he'll get this down only to about the 46. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
The way things have gone in this one, the running game's been something of an afterthought, and that's not been too bad for them, has it?
Yeah, the offensive returns have been good, but I guess we figured he in the ground game would be a bit more involved. 2nd down, Winston. Escapes the defender, and the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. Well, the numbers have been good in the passing game, and certainly a big reason why they have the lead. But now here, 3rd quarter, maybe go to the run game a little more?
Yeah, perhaps. I mean, after that incompletion, a little credit to the defense for shutting them down on that play. Maybe you try and run the football a little bit more in this spot, but they have to feel good about how they've been throwing it overall.
The Bucs on 3rd down. They've been near perfect, 4 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 7. From the gun, Winston. He's got Evans. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. A familiar ring to that one. Winston to Evans for the Buccaneer first. First down, Winston. They set up the screen to Martin. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Doug Martin. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Buccaneers here finding a way to stretch their lead. Now it's Hopkins to add the extra point. And this one gives his guys a 12-point lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Atlanta now coming out on the field. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense getting the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
And this is Gabriel on the catch. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. They give him 17 yards that time as that'll move the chains. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Over the middle, and it's caught. Brandon Marshall. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. And a nice gain of 21 yards. He'll look to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll go down at the 28. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. And now he's closing in on 450 yards passing.
That's an incredible number. I mean,
and he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off by Quan Alexander. And this one will be brought back to the 22. Both defenses have had their struggles, but they've been good enough to get them this lead, and another nice play there to help preserve the lead.
It's been a game of punch-counter-punch, hasn't it? All throughout. But this time, the big swing was taken, and it didn't land. Nice play by them on defense.
Following the interception, Winston. Throw right side, caught by O.J. Howard. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. showing the penalty. Martin. No gain on the play there. Second down. And now a timeout defensively by the Falcons. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. Now Jameis on second down. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down. The Bucs on third down. They have been superb. 5 for 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. Throwing. Winston. Throw left side complete. That's Fisher. And the Falcons going to use another timeout. And that's going to leave them with just 1 timeout remaining still in the third quarter. We'll see if that comes back to haunt them. We'll be back. Feeling like they're not quite in field goal range yet. They're going to go for it on 4th. And they're definitely showing blitz here. Winston to throw for it on 4th. Evans has it left side. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Mike Evans saving his best for the playoffs with his 3rd touchdown of the game. And the Bucs are going to add on to their lead. And it's no good. It has not been his day. That's the 2nd extra point he's missed so far. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Here comes the Falcon offense now as they get set to take over here. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because their confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over?
Devontae Freeman, they're not going to get him. He's at the 30, 10, 5, and he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Devontae Freeman saving his best for the playoffs with his 3rd touchdown of the game. And the Falcons get a bit closer.
Detroit! Detroit! Set! Green 39! Detroit! Detroit!
They'll drop to throw. And they're going to get the 2-point conversion. Caught in the end zone. And that cuts the lead a bit further. And they decide fairly early here they need the ball back, so here's an onside kick. And the Buccaneers able to recover. Their hands team does its job. I know they're down, but starting the third quarter there with the onside kick, what'd you think?
Well, I think that they're looking at it as we may not have as many possessions in this game as we want. There may be that sense and that feel that they've got to go ahead and make something happen, steal a possession, try and steal some points, and get themselves right back in a position to try and win the game.
And some extras coming up on the line here, readying for the blitz. Winston gives to Martin on the draw. And he'll take this one down to about the 40. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. So, boy, that's already the 3rd they burn here. They are out of timeouts now before we've even hit the 4th quarter. Now a 2nd down throw for Winston. Goes underneath to Martin. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Doug Martin saving his best for the playoffs with his 3rd touchdown of the game. And the Buccaneers here finding a way to stretch their lead. Now, these have been no picnic for him so far. He's missed 2, but this one is good. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Here are the Falcons as their offense heads back onto the field. And they hit the home run last drive. One play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play, aren't we? Something in the air, deep ball. But how about them just taking it big-time jaunt? Now if you're coming back out, now they've established this run game, the play-action pass could very well be open.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down. Back now here on EA Sports. It's the Falcons. They'll have the football, but trailing on the scoreboard as we get set to begin the 4th. And they're 6 yards away from picking up the first here on 2nd down. Freeman again. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. It's a 10-yard pickup, and it moves the chains.
Something got lost in translation in this game. He's run the ball really well, done all the things that you want in a game plan, but unable to convert it into points, unable to ring the bell consistently enough to make it a winning effort.
Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
And there's a nice stop for the defense. They've had a tough time containing this guy all game long, but maybe they can build a little bit off of that play, a little bit of confidence, a little bit of momentum. Yeah, every now and then you can actually tackle that guy.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. And both guys were there, but it falls incomplete.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually that becomes man on man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
Now the first carry for Brian Hill. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. It's a loss of a full 3 yards, and it brings up 4th down. They're already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on 4th down. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And Marshall's got it. And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A gain of 35 that time. And that leads to an Atlanta 1st down. Time running out here on the play clock. And now a 10th carry for Freeman. And he'll take this down just shy of the 25-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
Again, they'll run with Freeman. And he's going to take this one down to about the 23-yard line. Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
I'm not sure we could spot any tendency here on this 3rd down. They could have run it or passed it. Either one was available. They chose to try and get it through the air, but they were unsuccessful.
A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on 4th down. And this is going to be incomplete. Dan Quinn's guys unable to come through there on 4th down. And the Buccaneers defense holds and they get the football back. They start the drive with Martin. And now loose football. Fumble. Martin lost it.
Wow. That ball gets knocked free. but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. Now the offense lining up 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And his rough afternoon continues. He's going nowhere again. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. And in this situation with the lead 4th quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but, you know, the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take. Puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes. Duke Riley leading the surge there. He drops him for a loss of 6. Winston needing a big play after the sack as he leads the Bucks up on 3rd and long. Winston now. And the pressure gets to him again. Deion Jones in there to drop him, and back-to-back sacks now bring up 4th and long. Here's Brian Anger now. Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the 4th quarter. It'll be a 51-yard punt that time. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. And here now come the Falcons. They had a great drive going last time. They were moving the ball, and then all of a sudden it just stalled out. So we'll see what they can do here, Charles.
And it's always easy to second guess when you don't get it on a 4th down try. But they had to like the feeling that they had going on offense. They want to continue to see if they can capture that again on this drive and maybe get in the same position.
Yeah, and that's, I mean, like I said, they were moving the football. It's not like they went 4 and out, so I don't think it's a deal where the offense doesn't have confidence.
No, I agree with you totally on that one.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Quan Alexander coming hard on the blitz. He dumps him for a loss of 8. Chalk that up as their first sack in this game, and they tallied 4 a week ago.
And
there he goes, Brandon Marshall. And he gets all the way down to the 30-yard line. A big play on 3rd down for the Falcons. 56 yards. They'll look to throw now on 1st down. And this is complete. It's Marshall. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10 to the 7. 23 yards on the play. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Falcons. Brandon Marshall, a 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Falcons cut into that lead. On those slants, everything happens so quickly. What makes it work?
The timing between the passer and the receiver. In this case, a slant route. Ordinarily, it's probably about 3 steps before you go on the slant. In this amount of time, I think it was a 2-step deal. Boom, put his foot in the ground and got inside for the pass.
Got inside for the pass, got inside for the catch and the score. They'll look to throw again. And he slings one that's incomplete. Protection was great. He had time to set up a campsite. But in the secondary, though, they were ready.
And I think that in most places on the field, if you have that much time to throw the ball, someone's going to shake free and you'll find an open receiver. But condensed near the goal line on a 2-point conversion, all that extra, there's not any extra field. So it kind of closes in on them, and that allows you to cover a little bit better.
Santos out now. He'll kick it away. Short kick. One of the up middle take it down. So out come the Bucks now. Now, the previous drive they punted, but that was just the first time they've had to do so in this game.
And when they turn on the game film, the coaches will rant about this, right? They'll say, oh, God, we got to move the ball, guys. We can't punt the ball away. But they have to keep smiles off their faces because that's the first time in the game they've had to do so. They've moved it quite well. They'll overall be happy with what they've seen.
Time for a break. We're back to finish this one off after this. Jameis to throw it. Left side here, that's complete to Godwin. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. They give him 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs. First down, here's the run with Martin. And down inside the 40 to about the 38. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line, and I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get him behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. So they file for the exits here in silence. And what a job to come in on the road, divisional round of the playoffs, and you get to end it by going down to a knee.
Now their confidence has to be at an extreme high. That's 2 weeks in a row they've gone on the road and gotten it done. They don't care where they go. From here on out, they think they can beat anyone.
The Bucs on 3rd down. They've had good success, 5 for 8 to this point. This is 3rd and 4. And, Charles, if you're the coach of the losing team, even though you made it to the playoffs and there's part of that that feels good, what do you say to your guys after?
I think you probably tell them how proud you are of them to make the effort to get to this game and then point them towards the future. If we're good enough to get here, all we've got to do is work harder, be better, and we can be good enough to go farther next season. How many times have we seen a team lose in the playoffs, and that girds them for a championship run in the future?
So that'll do it for my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. So long, everybody.